We got some really exciting news about various Apple products from reliable sources like Ming-Chi Kuo and Mark Gurman. But for now, my only focus will be on the upcoming MacBook Pro models. Some of the leaked details like return of the MagSafe, more I/O, new design, new display, already sparked a lot of enthusiasm and curiosity. However, I cannot help but to question one of these decisions, at least for time being, and that's the removal of the touch bar, in a good and in a bad way, as well as where it can lead us. Bear with me, because I believe this subject will not be covered as much in this way. Question for you: if it was up to you to design and to implement the touch bar into the next MacBook Pro, how would you do it in order to make it more useful? Please answer in the comment section below. Now the intro, and let's go. Hi guys, and welcome to Digital Marketing's channel. My name is Marco and this is your weekly fix of tech news, leaks, rumors and opinions, everything about Apple and their competitors. If you want to be up to date with latest and future Apple products, subscribe now, leave a comment below, hit the like button, and don't forget to enable notifications. Please don't forget to enable notifications so you don't miss the next video. Without a doubt, these 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pro models are coming this year, and we can expect them in the second half. Regardless of that, what really attracted my attention is potential end of the touch bar. I can see many Apple fans expressing joy for these possible changes. Truth to be told, I'm one of those who don't mind the touch bar, and there are instances where I actually do use it. I have never had any issues with it. If we exclude accidental hits of volume, brightness and city button, that really drives me crazy. It seems like that majority agrees that the touch bar, at least the way that is being used right now, does not have much purpose, and that is on Apple only. So the question remains, why Apple didn't work harder on the touch bar and try to improve its functionality instead of just ditching it. So if initial idea was that bad, how come one of the top PC components and laptop manufacturers, Asus, still produces their own line of products, although due to its size, it's almost like a little display which allows more scenarios for its use? While by no means their solution is perfect, far away from it, especially because of weird ergonomics and some moving parts as well. Nevertheless, Asus has been doing this for a few years now, and they're really trying to improve this experience. And unfortunately, this is why Apple has failed. The touch bar has been visually less intrusive, for example, but with such a narrow size, its position and its orientation, not only that it's not very useful, but it's not that practical either. Not to mention that one of its most frequent complaints is the lack of tactile feedback. And that's a shame considering how great tactile engine Apple or folks from Cupertino are capable to produce. They could have just fixed the thing. I made a little survey. I know it's nothing new because there are many YouTubers out there. They were kind of more like, do you like or use touch bar or not questions. My goal with this survey was to see would user mind if Apple actually worked more to improve the touch bar. Obviously, since my channel is rather small, I made a poll on a couple of locations. Here on YouTube, on Reddit, and on one Facebook group. While number of people that voted wasn't that big, I'm still grateful for those that done it. There were exceptions, but according to these numbers, solid majority would actually give the chance to touch bar if there was at least continued effort to achieve proper implementation. I love that result, and that really shows there was actual interest for the touch bar. But again, one more confirmation that Apple really messed things up. In other words, Apple wouldn't have even to get rid of the touch bar in the first place if there were signs of effort for its improvement. So this opens a question. What now? What's next? What is alternative and will there be one? I will probably express a less popular opinion, So if you want to disagree, I guess it's the right time. Not long ago, there was a possible glimpse of future caught on one of the App Store graphic images. This was instantly translated as a possible touchscreen Mac. Some elements of Big Sur, for example, give that impression as well, right? This speculation is nothing new, and it's been circulating ever since. As someone that had an opportunity to use a laptop with a touchscreen, I have to admit, I don't believe that Apple will get anything with it, unless they're willing to play with different form factor. Which, again, I don't think so. Otherwise, even if Windows users have it for a long time, it's just not that useful. Hear me out. Microsoft Surface, Microsoft Surface Studio, Lenovo Yoga, and those alike are rather specific categories where touchscreens have a purpose due to their form factor, flexibility, and capability. Apple, for example, has an iPad, which is mainly touch-enabled device. However, its use may be extended with proper accessories. If Apple do decide to try something similar in the future, it begs a question: what other option beside the touch display they have? Believe it or not, one of Apple's recent patents, if executed properly, seems like the best and probably most practical solution: adjustable touchscreen trackpad. I know, and there are many factors involved, but if Apple resolves a couple of very important obstacles, like dealing with accidental touches, integration of tactile engine for better feedback, this can become mind-blowing feature. Again, it's important they execute it right, not what I've done with the touchpad. Will it happen or not? Only time will tell, and it may wait us in the future, that's for sure. In the meanwhile, there is always a possibility for more conservative option. Apple may just decide to skip adding any extra feature on MacBook Pro if they don't believe it will be beneficial. But how beneficial that feature will be completely depends on them. Now, if you guys have any idea, I would like to hear it from you. That's it from me. Thank you for watching Digital Marketing's channel. My name is Marco. Talk to you soon. Have an excellent day. Bye. Will be on MacBook Pro models. For now, my only focus will be on MacBook. But for now, my only that are on the horizon. Some of the leak details, like